Hi and welcome to Milgat Farms. My name is Kevin along with my beautiful wife Emily. We are the proud owners of a farm called Milgat Farms. We're located out in the western part of Virginia in a town called Monterey. It is pretty close to West Virginia, not too far, and we happen to be the only organic maple syrup producer in the state of Virginia. Along with making maple syrup, we raise 3 kinds of sheep. In addition to our sheep, we have chickens, which are layers. We have meat birds, ducks, meat ducks if you will, and turkeys. Our turkeys are for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they're actually right behind the camera. I'll get you a picture of those in just a minute. We have alpacas too, and they're kind of interesting. One of the big things we do here on the farm is our B&Bs. We have 2 of them if you'd like to come out and visit, or just hang out in the area and do much of nothing. Just enjoy the views. Go to milgatfarms.com. I think you'll find it's pretty neat out here. We are convenient to nothing, absolutely nothing, and that makes for fun living. It really does. So today we're going to be installing a Tartar gate. I'm thinking it's 16 feet, might be 14 feet. I'm not really sure. At some point I guess I knew what it was because I put my posts in the ground. And it doesn't take a lot of tools to do this. It really doesn't. A drill, a couple adjustable wrenches, pretty much it. You can make this thing happen pretty quickly. I really do like the Tartar gates. I like how they're designed. This is called a bull gate, and it's a little heavier duty than the other gates. I really don't think it's going to hold a bull in, but who knows? It could. One of the things I like about Tartar gates is they come with all the hardware that you need. You get a little chain to tie the gate off, and you also get this hinge. It comes with a nut and a couple of nuts and a couple of washers, and it works like a champ. So we really like that. Today we're going to be using our drill and this bit right here. If you guys can see this bit, it's pretty cool. I like the fact that it's got a spiral cut on it. I also like the fact that on the tip you can see it's got a little bit of a screw action, and that helps pull it into the wood. The spiral cut helps get rid of some of the debris, and it pulls it out while you're cutting. I can't say it's perfect, but it certainly works better than a paddle bit. And the other thing I like about this is that it fits in the end of my drill. Now, yeah, it can be chucked in the drill, and that works too, but in this case, it just slides right on in to my little bit holder on my drill. Pretty cool. So if I needed a different bit, pull it out, keep on going. There is a drawback to this, and that is if you drill through and you're not all the way through and you want to pull it back, it's not coming. So you're going to want to chuck it until you get as far forward as you can, and then at that point in time, you're going to put it into this guy and then push it all the way through, because it's not going to go all the way through. It's just not long enough. But with this extra little chuck on, it will go all the way through, and it works pretty darn well. What I like to do when I'm getting ready to set a gate is I put a 6x6 or a 4x4 down below, and I have a couple 2x on it as well, and that will give me where I need to drill my holes for my hinge. Important to note, the bottom hinge is welded. You're not moving that one, so that's the one you're going to put in first. Once you get your bottom hinge in, then you can adjust the top where you want it. Well, then you can set your top hinge where you want it by manipulating the top hinge here with a nut and a screw. So you loosen it up, it can go up or down, and once you do that, then you know where you drill your hole. Once that's completed, you hang your gate and go. At this point, guys, I've already marked my holes. I know where they are, so all I gotta do now is just drill them out. That's not gonna work, is it? With the bottom hole drilled and a general idea of where we want the hinge or the hinge to be sitting, I've already put my nut on and I put a washer on. We're going to slide it in, and on the other side put the nut in the washer. To tighten this down, I use an adjustable, because that's what I got. I just sit on the other side, like so. I start making I start tightening it. I'm not going to wrench this thing down so much that I lose my nut and washer inside the post. I know in the future there's going to be some shrinking and swelling and I'll have to make an adjustment then. I definitely want it snug though. So I've made it snug. Now we're going to do the top one and then we're going to hang the gate. In a similar fashion, we want to already preset the nut where we think it's going to be. Get it in the hole. Put the other washer on and tighten it down. So you might be saying that this isn't correct, that it needs to be pointing down. Wouldn't disagree with you. But when I measured my hole, I did it incorrectly, and as a result, they're both going to have to sit pointing up. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I know that my animals aren't going to challenge this gate enough to yank it off, so it's not a terribly bad thing. Could I have done better? Yeah, of course I can, but it doesn't always work that way. No way. Okay, that part's unusual. Normally, it's going to take me 3 or 4 tries to make this happen. I got it where I want it. It's not sitting flush here, so I am going to make an adjustment. It is sitting flush down there on the bottom one, so it's about where it's going to be. I'm going to make a slight adjustment here because my post is leaning that way a little bit, and so where my hinge is, if I leave it as it's sitting right now, it's going to be off at the top over there. So I'm going to take this thing and loosen it up, and I'm going to push the gate in, and that it's actually going to pivot it a little bit, and when I do, it's going to lay it in at the top up there. Okay, this is a hammer wrench. I'll go with that. There we go. So, if you don't have anybody to help you, get a couple pieces of wood, stick it under the end. This is a little bit more than I'd like to see, but it's going to be okay. At least I think it is. You don't want to over tighten these and crush the pipe. It's not, just get it snug and you'll be okay. That's snug, I'm good. So guys, since we're going uphill, I'd like to kind of even this out a little bit to make sure that is enough of the gate on that side so that it'll stop when it hits the post over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these hinges and I'm going to loosen them up and push them in that direction right there to get the gate closer that way. We move the bottom an inch that way, we got to move the top the same. Again guys, I'm not trying to tighten this thing so much that I deform my post, although maybe over the next couple years I'll have to tighten it a little bit here and there. But right now, we are pretty steady. Let me show you how it opens and shuts. Okay. Actually, we're going to almost hit the camera. Get that back a little bit. I like how it's opening. You're just going to hang there with gravity. That's going to be nice. What I'm not liking is this. It's hanging right there. What I'm doing right now is I'm bringing the top hinge in so I can lift it up a little bit. And likewise, I'm going to take the bottom hinge, push it out a little bit. Aha. That'll do it. I like that. That's not bad. If you look real close, you can see where this is not centered here, and the bottom is centered. And what that's doing is allowing me to give a racket just a little bit backwards, because probably my holes aren't quite right, or I'm not really sure. But quite frankly, I'm okay with it. So here, let's shut this thing and see what it looks like. Maybe a little lift up. There you go. Just a little bit of sod there. You know, it's not 100% perfect, but I think it's going to be fine. We're going to hook up our gate chain, and that's going to be it. You know, if I can save a zip tie here and there, I do. I stick my knife right in that little spot that catches the zip tie, and it just comes right out. Do it pretty carefully. I don't want to get stuck. There we go. You know, one of the things I like about Tartar gates is they give you this chain. And that chain is going to go around. And I am sure there's some way to work this. And it may be as simple as put your connector on like so. Hook it like that. But when I'm running cattle on my pastures, I'm not going to think that's going to hold. So I always do a full loop. Now I know for sure that Wally's not going to break this part of the gate. He might break somewhere else, but he's not going to break the chain enough or put enough pressure on the chain for it to break. I'm going to be okay. So guys, we really appreciate you watching our videos. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch some of the crazy things we do here on the farm. Every day is something different. Today we're working on the fence. We've got a couple more projects we're going to tackle as well. It's going to be a great day. It really is. Especially if I can keep the turkeys off my front porch and out of my barn. If you guys are new to our channel, consider giving us a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to us. It gives us the encouragement to keep making videos. And we really love comments. If you guys can see some things that we can do better or easier, let us know. And we're first generation to farm. I'm a Marine veteran, and you know, some of this stuff is new to me. I come from the auto body world too, where after I got out of the Marines, I did auto body work for, the last 25 years. And now, I'm not in retirement. I'm working a farm. And if anybody who owns a farm knows, you're not retired on a farm. It doesn't happen. There's always something to do. So thanks again for watching our videos. Until next time, God bless you guys. Love it. Come here, gobble gobble. Check out our turkeys. What are you guys doing? Come here. What do you guys think? Gobble, 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 gobble. Uh-oh, where'd that thing go? Really?